Hi, I'm here with Rachel Recuero from the Mariners Museum and Park, and we're going to be talking about a wreck that they have been working on. Rachel, tell me a little bit about the Princess Carolina.
So the Princess Carolina was a transatlantic trading vessel that was built in 1717 in Charleston, South Carolina. It sailed all over the Atlantic, starting in Charleston, going to London, New York, Paris, Spain, Portugal, and even porting in Virginia, near where the Mariners Museum is now located.
Wow.
It was damaged in a storm in 1729 and then sailed to Manhattan, New York to be used as fill material for the land expansion efforts in the mid-18th century. It was discovered in 1982 when Howard Bronson hired Soil Systems Incorporated to, prior to construction, do an archaeological survey. And they, Warren Reese and Shelley Smith, who were the two maritime archaeologists who were called in to work on the site, were given a month to excavate as much as they could, basically. So they got 400 timbers and around 14,000 fill materials.
Wow.
So in 1985, after initial conservation in Groton, Massachusetts, it was realized that there was nowhere in New York that had the capacity or the footprint to hold all this. So our director of collections management at the time, John Sands, had an interest in the collection, and it was brought to the Mariners Museum in 1985.
Wow.
It was identified as the Princess Carolina in 1993 by Warren Reese, but by that point, the main supporter of the project had left the museum and institutional priorities shifted, so the collection was kind of forgotten about, put on the back burner for a while, until about 2014, when one of our member of our curatorial department, Cindy Mercer, was doing her yearly check of the fill and realized some of the bags were deteriorating, and they realized that they needed to just do some triage on the archaeological fill materials, and then so they started giving them new bags. Some pieces got conservation, and then in 2020 we received funding to move the timbers from the storage unit they were in to a new storage, because the storage they were in had a very high humidity, which is not good for waterlogged wood. It causes a sulfuric acid problem that's degrading the wood, basically. So in 2023, with the assistance of the funding from the Bronze Star Society and two interns we were able to hire for the summer, we spent May to September of 2023 moving the timbers from the basement to the new shelving storage and our archaeological collection storage room.
Wow.
And now we're just working on trying to understand what we have in the collection, trying to recatalog it, rephotograph, retag, all that. Just understand all the stories that we have.
Wow, that is an amazing amount of stuff you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So once again, the Mariners Museum and Park is in Newport News, Virginia, and the Princess Caroline artifacts, are they visible to visitors to the museum at this point?
At the moment, no. Every once in a while, we'll do a behind the scenes of our archaeological collection storage, and we'll try and pull some of the fill out for visitors to see. But at this point right now, they are not actively
Displayed.
Displayed or visible.
Wonderful.
To visitors at the moment.
Well,
we're still working on cataloging, understanding what we have. So until we do that, we don't want to put stuff out where we don't understand exactly what it is.
I completely understand, but there's so much to see at the Mariners Museum and Park that everybody should go. I was blown away when I went there, and I recommend it highly to everyone who's watching this. So, Rachel, thank you so much for your time today, and we'll look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you.
Thanks.